Yo,
what's Dave saying? What's Dave saying?
Who saw the Dave stain, bruv?
That shit funny.
I watched it. Some people watch it 5 times. But me, I watched
that shit funny. That shit
no,
funny.
my man is the GOAT, bruv. I don't care what people are saying.
But
bro, I watched like 3 times.
Oh yeah,
3 times.
Do you think he was slightly being a little bit homophobic in his jokes? I mean, me personally, I don't think he was. It was all jokes, isn't it? Like, he jokes about black people, which is his race, and no one says nothing.
Yeah.
But I feel like people have got a lot to say about his homophobic jokes.
Right, but if you throughout the stand-up comedy, or throughout his special, right, he was actually calling himself transphobic. I don't know if you guys got it. He said because I'm transphobic, I'm this. Because what he's trying to do is he is trying to take away the power from those words. Right? That was what he was trying to do. Right? He was trying to take away the power from those words because people try to the people from those groups, they try to use those words. So you're homophobic, you're this, right? So throughout the special, he was using those words on himself. But then at the same time, I think Dave is a master at what he does. Yes. That was a masterclass, right? That special was a masterclass. What he did was he wanted people to think. You know what I'm saying? He wanted people to actually think logically. Because, I mean, we live in a world now, without even saying much, right? We live in a world where you're not allowed to do some certain things, you're not allowed to say some certain things. People just want to cancel you, do this and this and this and this. Bro, after the special, when everyone was crying and said cancel, he said, if this is what cancellation feels like, I love it. Yeah, bro. That's what he tweeted, right? But the thing is, when I was watching it, bro, when he told the story about his friend Daphne.
Yeah, the Daphne story, bro. When I got that Daphne story, bro, I was expecting to here's Daphne. Daphne will now walk out, everybody applause. Or Daphne in the crowd, bro, I said Daphne killed. I'm like, no.
Bro, once he said,
what is this, bro?
Bro, once he got to that point, you could hear people in the crowd do, ooh.
Yeah,
me myself, that was my same reaction. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Me too. I'm like, what? Don't come at me with this. What do you mean Daphne done what?
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, like, I don't want to spoil it for the people that are watching it. You get me?
Okay, yeah.
But, like, you need to go watch that stand-up. Yeah? When he told that story, you just realize the hypocrisy that's out there.
Major. I think that's one thing he shed light on that I really am.
That was what he was shedding light on.
Guy, you know what? Because I wasn't really, I'm not going to lie, prior to this, like the whole, obviously you hear of Dave Chappelle, he's king of stand-up and all that comedy, but I wasn't really that I had to always check on him, see what he does. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. But these few parts, I'm like, you know what? I think this guy, there's a reason why they call him the GOAT.
Yep. Because you might not think it's funny, but there's a lot to learn from listening to them.
But it is funny.
It is funny as well. It's funny.
Very funny. But it's just, when you're trying to be, that's what I was trying to say, when you're trying to be, anti this,
PC, and
most of them, they've got ulterior motives, bruv. It's not about...
That's the thing.
It's not about the good cause. Sometimes it's about, something else. Like an agenda.
Another thing... go on.
No, go on.
No, another thing I picked on was when he talked about the baby,
Yeah.
It was like the baby of it. We all know what happened a couple of months ago or whatever, when he made comments about gay people, and then now he's being cancelled. But this same guy shot and killed a man. And no one cancelled him for that. Yeah.
But that's what he said.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
even though what really happened was...
It was, I understand.
Self-defense.
It was self-defense. But it's still... In someone's eyes, it's still murder.
But that's the thing.
And someone lost their life.
Yeah. And it still even made him... People praised him for it. He became a lot bigger. you know, and then he says comments about gay people, and then all of a sudden, he's being cancelled.
That's the point, though. That's the point
And
that
you
Dave's
start
trying
to
to say.
think.
Like, we live in a world where it's us backwards, right? So we glorify people for crimes. We glorify people for murders, right? We talking about Bloods and Crips. We're talking about for Niger, Axemen, this, gang, right? So we glorify people for that. If you have that, your career might go up. But then, if you hurt someone else's feelings, they cancel you for that. It's ass backwards.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
still.
So it's okay to glorify someone for this, but then, so I'm not saying that what the baby did was right. That's not what we're saying. But then at the same time, try and educate him.
Yeah, of course.
If people make mistakes, you try and educate them. You get what I'm saying? But just like you said, right? Courses like this, start with a pure agenda, but then along the line, they twist it.
It's having many.
It becomes something else now.
Yeah, everybody got interests. Like many corporations have got interests now.
You got what I mean? It now becomes it now becomes something else, and that's what we are actually watching right now. You get what I'm saying? We live in a world where there's so many agendas there now.
There
You
is.
get what I'm saying? Everyone is trying to, you know, and the thing that he said that actually was so funny, right? He talked about that the alphabet organizations, right? They think that we hate them, or that he hates them. That he's actually jealous of them.
Jealous of them.
You got what I mean? How
can get-
you know the
Which is
progress,
true.
the progress
Which is true.
that they have made, but then black people for hundreds of years have not been able to make that progress, which is true.
Yeah.
But then,
100%.
but then also, you know, that's for a reason why. So someone said it, and which is kind of true, right? You can't really compare slavery. You can't really compare this to slavery. You get what I'm saying? Because with slavery, you're talking about generations and generations of people that were affected. People are still dealing with that trauma. You get what I'm saying? And it's hard for a lot of people to come together for one cause. You got me? Imagine how many blacks that are around the world and also in America as well. It's so hard to bring people together to focus on one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
People in general, it's hard.
Yeah, it's very, very hard.
One thing about his show as well, the way he uses that, blacks, whites, but I find that shit funny, bro.
I mean,
I say, we are 2 points for the blacks. The whites.
no. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Dave is a funny man. But
Nah, see, but then at the same time, bro, his stand-ups are more of a teachable moment. You got what I mean? To shed the lights on the hypocrisy in the world. You got what I mean? To shed the lights on some of the things that are out there, and somebody said this to me yesterday. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but someone said, what is the difference between us? Yeah? What is the difference between us and countries like North Korea, Russia, and China? Those countries that they say are the bad countries, right? In those countries, you are not allowed to say anything against the government. You're not allowed to say anything about the authorities in place. You only allowed to say what they want to say, right? But then here, the news over here, the propaganda over here will tell you, them people are the bad people. Them people are the evil people, right? But then also here, if you say anything that this organization doesn't like, that organization doesn't like, what they do, they shut you down too.
I think it's more.
So if you actually think about it, what is the difference between us and them?
I think it's more of the individuals haven't got an opinion. Like there's no freedom of speech like there is here.
Do we have freedom of speech here though?
At least you can say, even though you'll be shut down.
It's
but
still the same thing though.
But there it's probably a crime to do it. You're not only just gonna be shut down, you'll probably end up going to prison or being penalized for it.
Bro, here they are gonna take away your livelihood. They are now. You got what I mean? They are taking away your livelihood. They are basically sentencing you to death.
Yeah, that's one thing I hate about the counseling business. I can do if it's the person if there's a crime involved, yeah, let the authority do it. But the thing about having the right to feeling like, okay, fine, let's go to that man's pocket and take whatever it is.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing I don't like. And they know that they can do it.
You get what I'm saying?
So they know it, they can do it.
Yeah. Like the thing, I'm not a big fan of Trump. You got me? I don't support Trump. But then at the same time, he can say what he has to say. It's my right to disagree with whatever he's saying. But then the whole thing of, oh, we don't like what you're saying, we're going to cut you off.
Can I ask you a question, though?
Yeah, go on.
If someone says, a performer or whoever says something bad about black people and the person gets cancelled, are you guys going to, have the same
energy? A lot of people have done it and they didn't get cancelled. A lot of people have done it.
Yeah.
You can actually, I can't think off the top of my head right now, but I know a lot of people have said things on airwaves, even in this country, against black people. And all they came out and did was, yo, I'm sorry, my bad, I didn't mean it like that. Boom. They still continue on with their life.
Yeah.
You can say things about black people and nothing will happen to you. But you dare not say things about this and this.
So that's going into a different conversation. We're literally living in a very unfair
the hypocrisy,
society, isn't it?
Yeah.
And hypocrisy, really.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. And people like Dave, those are the things that he's trying to shed light on. You know what I'm saying? To say, hey, let's have a dialogue here. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a dialogue. We can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? We can agree to disagree. But the whole council thing is getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand.
You got me?
People get cancelled for literally anything now.
But that's my point. When he told the story about Daphne, I was shocked. I've never heard about it before up until now. But then that community, you can tell, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's all that mob
it's all about the narrative.
Yes, and that mob mentality as well. I mean, there's no case to say, okay, every single member of the LGBTQ community hates Dave, though. Yeah, no. Some people still like that
him.
Kind of comedy, that on the borderline kind of,
I mean, let's be honest. He didn't directly say anything against them or anything. He didn't. He was, all he said was true. We can all agree.
But what he said, though, he is a feminist, bruv. And the TERF one. What's the TERF thing again? Trans something.
Like that. He's the
TERF.
Yeah, he tried to explain the whole thing. And even the feminist one, that was brilliant. Yeah, because if you think about it, it's true. You got the women, because this whole feminist movement, if you actually go and read up on it, it was started by white women. Yeah, but they didn't want. I've forgotten the name of the black woman.
Yeah, that wanted to have a say.
They said, no, you can't have a say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even in that community, you can tell. As long as this is involved,
it's a different.
You're still gonna be suppressed, and which was what he was saying as well. He said, "Oh, even some of the black gays, they still get suppressed in that community as well."
Yep. Remember what he said.
Clifford. Are you guys gonna say something? You gonna say?
Yeah.
Call the police and see what they say when they get there. If you're a black gay person, you think they're gonna come around and then say, "Oh, did you call the police?" Nah, fam.
They're wrapping you up on there.
Taking both of you down.
Straight up.
I think everybody needs to watch that. It's on Netflix, man.
Nah, everyone needs to watch that Dave Chappelle's new special, The Closer, on Netflix. You got to go watch that, man. And they are petitioning and trying to get off Netflix.
Yeah, but I saw it. I saw that thing. I saw it on Instagram. I'm like, what? Are you serious? This thing where I just watched now and I enjoyed it that much. And then
Netflix was like, bro, you guys are your own. You know what I mean? Netflix was like, man, for this one there, nah, lie.
Can you imagine about spreading, what hate did he spread?
You know what I mean? And the thing is, yeah, he has the credibility. I think he's the only one that has the credibility to come out and say that. You know why? Because if you followed Dave from, I think it was Comedy Central or something like that back in the day. Yeah, he left 50 mil on the table and walked away.
Yeah. And now stand up.
Yeah,
Straight up stand up guy.
Because they tried to compromise him. Or you can't say this. He said, fuck this.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He left 50 mil on the table and walked away. And they said he's crazy. He's gone to Africa. He was mad. This, that.
I heard the story.
Bro, later on he came back. He's made more than that money. And that was when he was talking about the whole feminist movement and stuff, right? He was talking to the women. They were like,
Me Too.
The Me Too movement. Yeah. They were like, yo, who do you think you are? Talk to her. He said, I'm the one that left 50 million
on the table, bro.
On the table and walked away. That's who I am.
Exactly.
He said, if you guys are here complaining about Harvey Weinstein on that, right? If you guys were really, really, really into the women's rights and everything, why are your agents men?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Why can't you go and get them women
agents that
and
you
make
work
them
with?
your agents?
Make them the top guys. Yeah.
Now they wouldn't have to go and cry to Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
But no, you wouldn't do that.
Oh, that point was
classic, mate.
Yeah, it was classic. Shut everybody up,
and that's
the
straight
fact.
and simple. It's a fact, yeah.
Because people do it for the social media.
If you're gonna be out there and say you're a feminist. Then go and get women agents, then deal with them.
Empower them.
Yeah.
They're looking for powerful people, whether men or women, to work with.
Yeah.
So I think he just highlighted what has been there from time. Like,
That's it. He just shed the light on it.
Many people were not in that Me Too movement for the actual cause.
No.
People were there
Agendas.
just to attach their name to, I was in the Me Too thing as well,
Agendas,
But when it comes to let's do something about it, they are not ready to do nothing about it.
I think with this, a lot of comedians, because if you look at it, this whole agenda has shut down the music industry. They have the music industry by the balls. They have the movie industry by the balls. The only people that are still rebelling at the moment are the comedians.